In the name of my ancestors, peace forever and always, and welcome to another edition of what we call the Reality's Temple on Earth Internet Ministry. I am the gatekeeper, host of this program, known here on social media, wherever you may find me. I am known as the mighty Angel Snub 7. I am your soul brother, number one. One of the things that I was taught in the Nation of Islam, one of the things that, may he rest in peace, one of the things that Brother Malcolm X was taught, one of the things that every fruit of Islam was taught in the Nation of Islam, we must protect our women. That's what we're taught at all costs. We must protect our women. Why? Because of her extreme value. Teaching this and practicing this is two different things. Like many of you in a religion, you are taught against drinking and gambling and so many things, but you find some way to justify. Or I backslid for a few minutes. Oh, marijuana comes from God. It's a plant, and God made the plants. We find ways to justify our behavior. Talking, saying one thing and doing another. If we read Message to the Black Man in America, there's a lot of focus on the importance and the protection of womanhood. But if you do it, it might be a problem because it's according to who is in violation. If it's me and my wife, and one day I decide you need to shut up, boom, slap, give you a back slap. Brother, you ain't supposed to do that. Protect the black woman. No, that. And the mighty fruit of Islam might find out about it. You're supposed to go before the officials or whomever, or even the Honorable Elijah Muhammad himself, and they decide, brother, we're going to have to suspend you. We're going to have to ostracize you from our group for 90 days or a year or maybe forever because you don't beat up on the black woman. However, the rule does not fit for everybody. Because of the leadership, certain men violate. It's a different story. And this is what got Malcolm X in trouble. Because he was only acting upon what he was taught. Protect the black woman. But the violator is the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. So, since it's the leader, we say one thing and practice another. In this country, I want to talk to the women. In this country, there are a lot of men that tell you, and they pretend they are heterosexual. And they would tell you, I love you. And you fine, baby. I love women. Saying one thing and doing another. Well, if you love the woman, then why in 2024 she still is underpaid for doing the same job a man does? Why is she still beneath your foot? Because if I love you, I don't want you beneath my foot. I want you equal to me. I don't want you walking behind me. We are walking together. Saying one thing and doing another. You're a liar. I want to tell you, woman, regardless of your race, I want to tell you, just because a man get babies by you, just because he licked on you, does not mean he loved you. These men have been conditioned to love their penis. You are nothing but a vessel that's supposed to serve them. A slave to them. That's why your work is called domestic work or slavery. Theirs is real work. Taking care of children, take care of the home, that's not real work. What men do is real work. I give accolades. I praise women that deal with children properly. Because I understand the patience. I understand the women who are nursing. And you have people defecating on themselves. You have women working with people. You have to give grown people baths and things of that nature. Oh, but women's work ain't nothing compared to what men do. You see the male homosexuality. But homosexuality is on different levels. See, that is physical and that's mental or spiritual, whatever you say. And they come out these men come out in the open and they would tell you, I love another man. But then you have these men who really don't love you. They're in love with the penis. That's why they will step up and defend the rights of men and what men do. What brings me to this subject, because I seen something real sickening. And you see this behavior in men because they hate womanhood. The recent overturning of this guy, what's his name? Harvey Weinstein. He was found guilty of decades of raping women. Decades. Taking advantage of women. This is not shocking. I remember when I was growing up, it's like it's a joke. Remember there was something called the casting couch. And the reason why there's a casting couch, because the men control Hollywood. So if you want to be in the movies, or if you just want some kind of job, get on the couch. Been raping women for decades. Not only, it's a part of American culture. Used to joke about it and laugh about it, the casting couch. Because the men control these things. And nowadays you have, of course, their first argument is going to be, you have women that do the same thing and blah, blah, blah. Who started it? They started the casting couch. And so, what brings me to this conversation is I saw this sick comment because the women saw the injustice. But it was a technical thing. In law, it can happen. But he's a rapist. But they feel as though because since that was overturned, he should be set free. Unknown, this man is convicted of, he's a rapist. But the hate of men is so much, that's some kind of injustice. So the men find all kinds of excuses to support these rapists. Bill Cosby, that guy, what's his name, that raped all those young gymnasts. And they find all kinds of reasons. That ain't fair. That's not right. And men in this country been doing that for decades. Laughing and sniggling and giggling. But when justice comes, now folks starting to get upset. You know why you get upset? Because they want to rape you. They want to be in the same position to violate you because I'm a man. And I can do whatever the hell I want to womanhood. And then they'll go to their wives and their daughters and smile and skin and grin in your face. You don't even like women. That's why most times you will see a lot of men, my son. It's all about the son. And you're so conditioned by the same stuff. My son. I want to have a son too. I got all these, I want a son. I got to have a son. Because you have been conditioned to hate yourself. I got to have that son. And who's the main one? Who's the main one that usually getting the education? Who's the main one that's usually trying to do right? The son end up a damn drunk. The son end up being a serial killer. The son end up in prison, in jail, in the mental institution. But he's the best. My son. The rapist. You always have folks that want to be better. They want to be inferior. Folks are always looking for a slave. Always want this feeling of being better, having an advantage over others. These men don't like you. You don't even like yourself. Because women stand up for women and you don't even support them. Have some dignity for yourself. There you go on the damn strip pole. There you go selling your backside on the streets. Not even helping your own gender. Doing all this freaky stuff for the entertainment of men because that's what you are. You're nothing but a tool for them. You mean nothing to them. And you think that he's a heterosexual. And he's a homosexual too. In fact, some of them are down low. They will go to bed with you and go out into the night and visit another man. We know this. How you gonna get upset with Malcolm X because he done what he was taught? Stand up for the black woman. How you gonna get upset because it might look like a rapist is being done unjust? He's a rapist. That's because they don't love womanhood. They don't want you to have nothing. You are a slave to them. Their religion backs them up. But you don't know any better. And you've been under this control for thousands of years. They don't mind you as long as you stay in your place. What is your place? Your place is barefoot and pregnant. Don't you try to be like me. Don't you try to get what I got. There was a time when women screamed rape and basically it fell on deaf ears. What did you do? You did something to deserve. You did something to tempt this man. And now the men are upset because finally you getting some justice, just like the racists. The racists get upset because black folks getting some justice. But you have been doing this for hundreds of years. Now you want to get upset because your victims are getting some justice. Because you want to be a slave owner. Because you want to rape somebody and get away with it. How many of you women are sleeping with men? As long as you don't want nothing, they cool, but don't try to get what I got. I'm the authority. I'm the dictator. My penis make me smarter than you. Shut your damn mouth. I run this house. I run this family. But he's a drunk. He's a crackhead. It don't make no difference. I got a penis. A penis has special powers. And that's what it's all about. This patriarchal civilization has these men gay. You think homosexuality just popped up out of the woodworks? It came because of it's the consequence. It's the exposure of a behavior at its pinnacle. They worship their own penis. But the Honorable Elijah Muhammad was teaching, protect the black woman and her value. How are you going to do it? But if you actually really do that, then it lessens, you feel as though it lessens yourself as a man. So that's nothing, so it's all talk. You know when somebody really loves you. These men are conditioned not to love you as a woman. You're nothing but a slave. You're domestic. You're just a tool. So they can enjoy other men.